So we're out here today to finish up part 4 of our QDM project. This is actually the continuation of part 1, which is the killing plot. I got to go out here today and pick up a bunch of leaves that I had raked up in the piles. Well, the snow's finally melted, so I can get the leaves out of here. We're going to get the seed broadcasters, maybe chop down a few trees to open up a little more light. But that's the plan for today. And I think we're also going to create a makeshift fence out of like some of the sticks and big pieces of timber that fell down. We're going to try to create a little funnel for the deer, so they have to go through the killing plot to go out to the main plots here in a strategic way that we would like them to flow out. So that's what we're going to do. It's about March 12th, I believe, Wednesday, so we're going to get after it. Well, we got most of the plot raked up, got all the leaves piles out of the way, and we're kind of just going around and raking the rest of the debris that we couldn't get to back in February, first weekend of February when we started this. But now the ground's pretty thawed out, and it's a lot easier to get the sticks and stuff that were frozen to the ground. So we're going to just rake up the little bitty debris that's on top, and then go ahead and seed that no-till and rake it in a little bit, and we'll hop up in a stand and show you guys a good aerial view of it so you can really get a good idea of what it's going to look like. So stick with us. Okay, we went ahead and hopped up here in the stand. I'll give you guys a good aerial view of what it looks like when it's all cleaned out. So here we have pretty much the killing plot. I mean, here's the bottom of the tree stand. In the middle of that, approximately where that deadfall starts, the roots of it's about 30-yard shot. So I mean, it goes all the way back to the leaf pile in the very back. It's about 40 yards, so it's a pretty good chip shot with a bow. We're going to go ahead and in the back here, we're going to go ahead and block it all off, tack some timber, some sticks and everything up to the back side of those trees, and kind of create a fence, you know, just with the wood we have laying around to funnel them where we want to funnel them. And a lot of the deer come back, as you can see. I got an old hang on right here. The deer funnel in, they travel along this corridor, and they keep traveling down this little part of the dip of the ravine and back up it. The deer also travel from back here instead of looping back this way and going around the edge of the ravine. That's where most of the bucks go because they like the high point of the ravine. The does will travel from back here, and they'll come and they'll cut right through the middle, hop over this little log pretty much right where that tarp is, and then come out right here where I follow my finger where that opening is, come right out onto the edge of the field. So that's what we're going to have it all blocked off and set it up. So back here in the killing plot, we're going to plant a couple things just as a good tester of what we think may or may not work. We're actually probably going to plant chicory. After listening to Jim Ward and what he had to say at the Indiana Expo here this year, and I asked him a couple questions personally myself, and he said the best thing you can plant in these killing plots is chicory. And for some reason, in October, deer love the chicory. So if anything he would plant in all his years of experience, it'd be chicory. So you better believe come probably August, we're going to come back here and till it up. We're going to spray it, till it up with a little rototiller, and then we're going to plant some chicory down. And I'm hoping for great things with that. But for right now, we're going to just see how it works. We're going to try this wild game, this old backwoods blend. It's got a little bit of says forage oats, some annual ryegrass, some red clover, and some rape. And we're also going to do probably a 50-50 mix, actually, for this here biologic hotspot. And this stuff has almost the same. It's got some Wyndham peas, some wheat, some ryegrass, some rape, and that's about it. I've read a lot of things online about this product, and that a lot of people are actually saying it's only really good for approximately 40 to 60 days. So whereas this backwoods blend with the clover and stuff in it, it'll last quite longer. So we're going to do a 50-50 mix of this, and these bags will do a 1/4 acre. Well, this one won't, but this will do a 1/4 acre, and this one will do, I think it says 20 by 20 yard area. So we're going to do a little blend of these and overseed this area and just see what kind of growth we get. So stick with us. We're going to put it in the spreader and get it going. we just spread the 50-50 mixture of the two seeds there, the hot spot and the backwoods blend. We pretty much way overseeded it, but we purchased this property back in October, and everything was starting to die off back when we purchased it, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to grow up through this. I may have to spray it, but that's okay. If I do, I do. I don't, I don't. I got the stuff on sale. It's pretty cheap, so we overseeded it because it was last year's seed mix, and everything I've read says people sell it obviously dirt cheap when it's out of season, because you'll have 30% less yield as far as the seed germination is considered. So we really put a lot of seed on, and I'll show you guys that. Take a look at it. You can see, I mean, there's just seed. You get seed bulbs pretty much everywhere you look. Different seeds, oats, rye. Those are the peas. There's clover in there somewhere, probably right here. It's a really small seed, so we're gonna have a really good seed to soil contact with this. We're gonna go ahead and break out the rake and do a light rake over it. It's real muddy right now, as you can tell. I mean, look, my boots are super muddy, so you'll definitely get great seed to soil contact. It's supposed to rain in 2 days, so that should definitely work in a little bit more into the soil. And you can see, as you know, as I paint around here, you can see all the sunlight that gets through here. And granted, we can look up real quick, and I'll probably get rid of some of these trees so we get a little bit more open canopy, but for the most part, you know, I cut quite a few trees down. I mean, they're everywhere, so for the most part, I took care of that, and I believe there's going to be plenty of sun that gets through here. So alright, so we're pretty much done for the day. We got the barrier up that we wanted to create. So we're going to have the deer funnel through an opening here, and actually create a spot by the tractor implement over there that's been there for years that I can actually set a ground blind in. So feeling pretty confident in that setup, and we're going to see how it pans off. I can give you guys a quick show. This right here is pretty much what we're talking about here. And there's the little spot for the ground blind. I want the deer obviously naturally funnel up through here and come out and come through, but the deer also walk back here. There's a spot where the log fell. It's where the deer jump quite often, and there's a spot back there. I want them to either funnel in through here, funnel in through here, or funnel them in through here. And the reason why we want to do that is pretty simple. You know, we want to create a funnel, just a natural funnel, to where the deer will come out into the main food plots, or they'll continue, the bucks will work their way on the ridge, and I got stands set up all along that way on the ridge. So I think it'll work out pretty nicely, especially the way this killing plot's looking. So stay tuned, we'll keep you up to date as we go.